Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing Firesong Control. This deck comes from one of my best friends who introduced me to Magic, and we were actually playing this together. I've been deck testing against him and he pulled out this deck and I was like, you know what? That actually is a really fun deck. I need to try it out. So Firesong Sunspeaker is one of the top and ways to finish out and win this game with this deck. And what it does, if you don't know, it was a buy a box promo, I think, in Dominaria. It's a 6 mana 4/6 legendary creature Minotaur, and red instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. So anything we deal damage with red gains us life, and spells. Whenever a white instant and sorcery causes you to gain life, then you get to do 3 damage to target creature or player. So we have lots of ways to gain life with white cards, lots of ways to do damage with red cards, and lots of ways to make sure we're still controlling the game, doing lots of damage kind of in between. So risk factor, another way to just kind of start getting our opponent whittled down. We really don't care to draw cards from it initially because we have tons of ways to draw cards. If they do come, that's fantastic. We love it. But for the most part, this is a way to get them down to 12 hit points pretty early on, maybe even down to 8 since we are controlled. They may not think that we're going to be blasting with ionizes and big expansion explosions or something like that towards later in the game. So let's get into the gameplay, see how this goes. Wish me luck, and here we go. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, we are up against Rogue Samus. Bring it on, Samus. I feel like I'm playing Smash right now, which is so fun, by the way. We have our lands that we like. We have Ionized. This is a little bit slow, I feel like. We're on the draw, so I'm going to keep this just because I really like making sure that we hit our land drops. I would like to... There's an Absorb, which we will be able to play. So we have 2 counter spells on turn 3. Hopefully it's enough to get us back into the game here. And we're looking for a Deafening Clarion. I'm debating, so we aren't running... Ooh, it's Holly. Reveals it. Okay, that's fun. All right, Steam Vents, and we'll just put that... Do we want to copy anything with Expansion Explosion here? We'll play it tapped. I mean, if we copied like a Thunderherd Migration or something like that, it would actually be pretty funky because we would have to play the pay the additional 1 there. Alrighty. They passed to my turn. Let's get down Clifftop Retreat. And we're just going to pass the turn. We don't have any removal at the moment, which is annoying. Yep, swings in 4-5, down to 15. Do they find a land drop here? Another Sunder Shaman. Well, we will gain some life this time. Create a few more turns to try to find answers here. Settle the Wreckage is not bad. I'm not sure I want to use it against this guy here. Do we just want to draw some cards, try to find answers? Or hold up removal? So I guess we can just pass the turn. We don't need to gain life off the Sphinx's Insight to really get the value here. Okay, swinging in with just the 5/5. I'm going to take it this turn and either draw or ionize. Okay, Draconic Disciple gets him closer to its Holly. Settle the Wreckage might be pretty useful here. They're not going to find permanents really in our deck, or is it just casting anything? I'm okay with Draconic Disciple. We have a lot more threats that answer that than other things. All right, so they do have its Holly for next turn. So I'm going to hold up the Ionize. We're going to Sphinx's Insight. Probably take some damage after we Ionize, and then we'll hold up Settle Wreckage for the next turn. So, Sulfur Falls. How many cards do we have in the graveyard? I don't think Ral is smart yet. We can settle, we can Ionize, and we're just going to have to make sure that works. So pass the turn. We can also still hold up Expansion in case there is a spell that they play here, but I'm guessing it's just going to be a Tali coming down. If they swing with both of them, then I think that we... do we settle here? I feel like that this means that they have a land to play a Tali. All right, we're going to take it down to 6. We need to find something good here eventually. I feel like we just didn't find any of our early game removal, which is like the other half of our deck. We can expansion this. I don't think that's really worthwhile. Okay, resolve. Passing the turn, huh? We might just intervention here just to make sure that we can stay in the game. So intervention here. Gain some life back. Revitalize isn't terrible. So we're going to play Island that way. So then we can play Settle the Wreckage, Revitalize. Can I kill this? We can also Ionize and gain some life here. So yeah, we're just going to pass the turn for now. We know that they have the Atali. They know that we know they have the Atali. I know that you know that. Yeah. Alright, so swings in. And we're going to Revitalize here. I'm just trying to show off as though we're digging for something. So trying to play the mind games a little bit here. Down to 7. Play the Atali. Grow from the ashes. Do we want to kick that? We really don't care about lands at the moment, do we? I mean, it'd be nice to get them out of our deck. I feel like they've been playing around us having a counter very well. Yeah, now we can't do anything. Pass to my turn. Well, Firesong and Sunspeaker is a blocker here. Can we take care of Atali? Like, they'll be able to have a response with Atali first. If they have a pump spell, we're dead. This can only be blocked by one creature. I feel like this can be very good for us, though. So let's go ahead and get it down. Play Sacred Foundry tapped. And pass the turn. And we have ways to get back into this game. Opponent's reading Firesong and Sunspeaker. Probably going to get down to Tally now that we are tapped out. We have Settle the Wreckage to use on their turn. If they have ways to kill Firesong and Sunspeaker, that's annoying. But I don't think it causes us to lose the game at all. Alright, we are going to block. If they have a burn spell or something here, it's frustrating. Nikia, okay. Nikia into Atali. Okay. A Nikia deck. Okay, that's really cool. We have to hold up Settle the Wreckage this time. And then Expansion Explosion if they don't do it for 3. Maybe I should have kept that untapped. But I don't think we could have done that, really. Okay, so they're going to swing in with at least 2 creatures. Probably staying safe. Nope. Okay. Do I make him shuffle and have a chance to find a land on top? I guess there's a better chance of it being a land if we do it now. Raging Raptors and Deafening Clarion. They resolve. Okay, Settle the Wreckage. Resolve. Raging Raptors is not too shabby here for us. We're fine with that. They get a lot of lands out, so Raging Raptors is a little bit redundant. Unless they have another Nikia, then this is insane. They have another Nikia, but we will ionize that. We get to gain some life back. Another Expansion Explosion. I think that we might just want to start getting Ral out here, though. I think just ticking up. I think we get more value from having him ultimate. Deafening Clarion or Lightning Strike. Deafening Clarion can be really good for us and give us lifelink. I guess it does the same thing. So yeah, let's get Deafening Clarion. In fact, we can use it this turn to swing in and gain quite a bit of life. So both of these, yes. Yeah, they do get a land here. For how much life we gain and get back into this game, I'm totally fine with this. So yeah, we gain life from a thing, and it's... Yeah, so it was a white spell and it gained us life because it was also red and had lifelink. And so we got to do 3 more damage to them. Down to 11. Hollow Fountain tapped and pass the turn. And now we have Ral to tick up with. And now we have a massive Expansion Explosion to play on the next turns. In fact, how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Biogenic ooze. All right. We might need to hit the ooze here with one of these. At the same time, if we find land, we just have a 2-turn clock here. In fact, let's just kill it with a Revitalize. Why don't we do that? Revitalize. Resolve. Ooh, now we have... we actually don't want to fire that off. Let's just kill that. And opponent scoops it up. Yes! Alright. So the deck works. It's a pretty... That was pretty scary. I do feel like we actually ended up having a lot of the right pieces, though, against that deck, because the early game removal might not have been as good against the deck that was so big and stompy. All right, here we go again. All right, up against Odin. Bring it on, Odin. And we're playing our Firesong control deck. Jeskai control. Well, we have Silhouette, which is good. We have card draw. We have kind of slow lands. Like, I don't want to be paying life for these necessarily, so... This is an interesting keep. I'm going to keep this. We have Cleansing Nova, and we're on the play against aggro decks. We have the Silhouette. So there's a lot of good things against aggro decks. Sphinx's Insight is good against... at least it's good. There's an Absorb. All right, let's just... Yeah, let's Sulfur Falls past the turn. All right, pass to my turn. Revitalize. All right, let's play Glacial Fortress, hold up, absorb, revitalize on their end step. If they don't play anything important here, that's worth absorbing. Especially since we have Silhouette. We can really not take care of their creatures in many other ways there. I am going to pay the 2 life here, because I would prefer to draw with Sphinx's Insight to really start trying to find our land drops here. Legion's Landing is fine. It's annoying, but I feel like with our deck, we're actually okay with them getting tokens as long as we get to our Firesong and Sunspeaker at some point. All right, so Sphinx's Insight. Okay, we find a land. We find a couple lands. I will play the Sulfur Falls this time so we can have Revitalize and Absorber if we need to. Right? Let me just double check this. Yeah. Pass the turn. I feel like we're doing pretty well now. I'm hoping... I'm trying to think of what kind of stuff they have in hand. Maybe it's like Conclave Tribunals and stuff like that that really are kind of dead right now. Sapperly Migration, not kicked. That's fine. We have the Cleansing Nova. I'm going to swing in for 1. That's totally fine. Down to 20. Passes the turn. All right, let's just Revitalize. I don't think we need to kill any of these things. We could kill one of them just so that they can't flip Legion's Landing on the next turn, but ooh, we have Firesong and Sunspeaker as well here. So do we want to do that? We can Silhouette the Lifelinker, bring down Firesong, hope for no Cleansing Nova, or Conclave Tribunal, I mean. Yeah, we're a Firesong and Sunspeaker deck, so is this worth hitting this guy? Is flipping Legion's Landing bad enough for us? I actually don't think so, because like I said, we have a lot of stuff that deals with that in this deck. The Conclave Tribunal is the most annoying thing, and I'd love to be able to hold up control for this, but we have Cleansing Nova, which actually can kill the enchantments. Which this one will unfortunately flip this next turn, but that could be a way to protect that option at least. And now we're going to be looking for Deafening Clarion. I think that's going to be really good here. Okay, History of Benalia, yes. All right, looks like they're doing Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, so they do have it. I think we do Cleansing Nova for our enchantments here. They will be able to flip the Legion's Landing. Yeah, that's fine. So, Cleansing Nova, all artifacts and enchantments. Pay 2 life here, and I'm going to hold on to Lightning Strike as a response. I'll probably end up killing the Knight. But it gains us life, and it's pretty good here. We also have the seal away. We need it. Is this a venerated Loxodon or another Conclave Tribunal? They're tapping stuff. Oh my goodness, they had another one. And we do not have a counter here, so let's go ahead and kill here. It has lifelink. We get to gain some life. We have Settle the Wreckage for the next turns. Do they have Unblockable Formation here? Or Unbreakable? I always say unblockable. It's Unbreakable Formation. Okay. March of the Multitudes. Okay. All right, give us a Deafening Clarion, something like that. Settle the Wreckage isn't terrible. They don't have like Dawn of Hope or anything here, so there's that at least. All right, Clifftop Retreat past the turn. If they only swing in for like one or two things, I'm just going to seal away something just to give them hope to want to swing in with more stuff, showing that I don't have it. All right, if they swing in with everything, we will absolutely settle here for lots. All right, yeah, I'm just going to seal away one of these, making it look like I don't have an answer. We get a lot more value out of doing it later turns, I think. Mara, I will absorb that. That can get out of hand. Gain some life. One card in hand. We look even less threatening. Partially because we don't have a whole lot going on for us now. Intervention's not bad, so pass the turn. This is so good with Firesong and Sunspeaker. Because we are a burn deck, we don't want them to gain too much life here either. So at some point we do need to start killing them. So Venerated Loxodon. Okay, resolves. Only making these guys bigger. Okay. We're going to intervention, killing. Do I pretend that I'm less threatening? Okay, I'm going to kill a bigger threat, the biggest threat I can, gain some life. I could leave them with two creatures there. They had the Adan to the last fort. We are going to draw here main phase, gain some life, draw two cards. All right, that's not terrible. Pass the turn. Okay, this turn we need to settle. Yep, creates a token. Resolve. Okay, resolve. All right, playing it safe. That's good enough for us, though. We will settle that. Down to two creatures. They're going to get another one for the next turn. We have expansion. I'm probably just going to fire it off on Venerated Loxodon. Get to draw some cards. We can take some from these knights. I'm not terribly worried. And we're trying to find another Firesong and Sunspeaker. But unfortunately, we did just take out a lot of their lands. So they're going to have a much better chance of drawing the things they want. All right, we're going to... Do we want to do this on their turn? Yeah, pass the turn. Yep, create another token. Resolves. Yep. We already showed that we have one Settled Wreckage. This deck only runs the one of. Do we need to absorb this, or do we just need to find Deafening Clarion? I think we just need to find Deafening Clarion, don't we? Yeah, so resolve. I'd rather have more draws here, basically. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we can do X5. Target you, target player. Get to draw 5 cards. That's not bad at all. Unless they're those kinds of cards, because that's pretty bad. Take it. All right, risk factor, which they're just going to pay for. So let's revitalize first. Try to find something else here. Oh, come on. These guys are going to go off on the next turn. Let's split Clifftop Retreat. Pass the turn. Yeah, it creates a token. I'm going to absorb this just to gain the life from it. And they can also create 2 tokens this turn. So there's probably better things to be waiting for, but I think that this is okay here. I am going to kill a knight as well as they go to combat. Hold up to show Settle the Wreckage, okay. Okay, down to 18. Give me a Deafening Clarion. We are running those in this deck, I promise. I promise. Alright, no real downside to just firing off the risk factors here. Hope that he misclicks and lets me draw cards, basically. Maybe it would have been better to hold on to more lands, but I'm still holding up 4. And play Steam Vents tapped and pass the turn. We have just been drawing very dead in this game so far. Tithe Taker. We have so many lands, I'm not sure it really matters. He's annoying for if we do find a Deafening Clarion. I'm just going to kill the knight. And we have to find a Deafening Clarion. That's really like our only way out of this. We already played the 1 Cleansing Nova this deck runs. We have 4 copies of Deafening Clarion in here. Oh my goodness. Are we just dead? No, we're not dead. Alright, so pass the turn. We can strike the Tithe Taker, which is the biggest threat. Alright, hit Tithe Taker. They get another token. Hopefully they're not holding onto an Unbreakable Formation now. Down to 3. Alright, now it comes when I'm basically dead. Alright. Yeah, kill everything. The down to the last fort has a 2 turn clock actually for us. So we need to find answers and quick. The Firesong and Sunspeaker, oh, that's just game. Wow. That was a really frustrating game. I feel like we drew a lot of cards to not find that Deafening Clarion there. And that's really all that we needed. They did have the answers right when they needed them as well. I mean, having that Flourish even at the end. Fun deck that they were playing, though. I definitely liked going green-white there, and it was still pretty much the white weenie deck, but with some benefits from the green, and I think that's actually pretty powerful. So, not too shabby there at all. All right, we're up against Pluis 10. Bringing on Pluis. And we're playing our Firesong control deck. Still, I know, pretty crazy. And that's not very good, is it? We're on the draw. We have all the lands. I'm going to keep this. We have early game removal. We can draw into a lot of stuff. Expansion Explosion. Like, we have 2 of our best pieces of our deck and lands to get towards the RAL. So, striking themselves is not a good sign. Shocking, I mean. Alright, Adventurous Impulse finds a land. Alright, Teamer. Hall the Fountain tapped, pass the turn. Well, we found all of our pieces now. Now we just have to find a way to get to them. And hope that actually happens. Sorry, Llanowar Elves. We can at least shock that or strike that, which I will here. Yeah, strike the Elves. Just in case they are Wilderness Reclamation deck, I'd rather that they don't play it this turn, you know? We have another turn to try to find counter spell. And hopefully we find it. Jadelight Ranger, okay. Alright, this is looking a lot... Doesn't look like a Wilderness Reclamation deck necessarily right now. Had 2 Tishana Wayfinders on the top. Counter is good. I freaked out for a minute. I wasn't sure I had the right mana. Alright, we do. We're good. Swinging for 4. Yep. That's fine. We're going to have to survive until we get to... I just need to gain the life, so I'm going to absorb this. That's pretty good. I'm going to fire it off now to gain the life as well. We just need to find a board wipe of some sort. So, Sphinx's Insight. Ionize is good, I guess. And we're 2 turns away from Firesong and Sunspeaker. Ral can kill the Jadelight if they don't do anything else here. If they play anything else, we... anything that would be able to attack him, then we don't play it, because we need to keep him alive as much as we can. Down to 17. Another Jadelight, okay. Land and Domri. Ooh, a Domri deck. Domri's actually pretty good. So this is a very creature-heavy deck then. Okay, so Sulfur Falls. We're just going to hold on to the Ionize, I guess, for the Domri. Pass the turn. Firesong and Sunspeaker are actually going to be pretty good in this matchup. If they are heavy enough in creatures to play Domri, then we should be in okay shape. Expansion doesn't do anything yet. Not anything useful, really. Alright guys, my neck is killing me, so if I keep stretching and stuff, because it hurts. Alright, Domri, we will Ionize. Oh yeah, resolve. Down to 16, risk factor. Alright, we just Sunspeaker. If they swing in aggressively here, it might be because they need a race, I guess, but they might be playing shocks or lightning strikes and stuff as well. Pays for it, okay. That means this risk factor actually can be pretty good for us. It might just make us draw cards, which I'm not sure is better. All right, swings in. Is it better chance of it being a shock? Either way, if they get in and they can kill us, then we need a block here. Could be a Collision Colossus, something like that. Alright. Just going aggressive. Which, I mean, it's not a terrible idea at all. And we're probably just going to have to fire off these risk factors to try to draw cards. They might just let us draw cards so we don't gain life. Hydroichrasis. X4. How much can we Expansion Explosion? For 3? And if we pay 2? Rao can kill the Hydroichrasis. Okay, so Rao. Have exactly enough there. We have 2 loyalties still. Sacred Foundry tapped. And no attacks. And land means that we can kill another Hydroichrasis. At least as long as they don't find land as well. Growth Chamber Guardian, okay. Deafening Clarion. Give me a Deafening Clarion. Llanowar. Okay. We get to look at the top 3 cards of our deck at least. It looks like. Deafening Clarion, it just gains us so much life here. Adapts now. Okay. This This could even be like a Simic Ascendancy deck almost with how many counters they're putting on here. But I'm thinking this is just a teamer good stuff deck. Like it's just playing good stuff. Intervention's actually really good. All right, so tick up here.
Let's see what we got.
That's terrible. All right, Hollowed Fountain. Do we want to start going face with any of this? We're going to be gaining quite a bit of life. So, you know what? Let's try Risk Factor first. See if they take it. Okay, they take it. We're up to 11. Intervention. If we go face, it deals 3, we gain 3. We ping them again for gaining life. We gain life here again, and then we get a ping again. So we get to do 9 damage, I believe. And then our Expansion Explosion wins on the next turn, and we gain a ton of life here. So just in case they have a counter, I'm going to go ahead and fire it off now. Does it only get 1? Okay, that's right. I thought it had multiple times. I could have killed creatures there. Hollowed Fountain tapped. No attacks. And now we're in pretty great shape, actually. They can kill Ral here if they want to, but they're down to 3. We're up to 17. We have 2 Expansion Explosions in hand that we can cast 4, 3, or more. Actually, for 4, at least. Okay, we just want to block anything. That's fine. Even if they pump it here, that's fine. It would be a bummer to lose this, but I'd rather not take more damage if I can avoid it. All right. Which they would have done a lot of damage. 1 card in hand doesn't... I don't think it's going to be a counter. Very low chance of it being a counter here. I'm not sure if they're playing blue just for Hydrocrisis, though. They could be running a couple things. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're going to be good. So we won. We won. Yep, find another Growth Chamber. It's fine. Llanowar can cast it. All right, Expansion. X4. And there we go. All right, perfect. Perfect. And there's all of our Deafening Clarions. Oh, those would have been nice a while ago. But overall, things still worked out very well. I think it was definitely the right play to be going face there rather than trying to kill the creatures. It was more risky, I guess, in case because we didn't know exactly what the opponent was playing. But overall, that was good. So let's check out this pack. I have everything from Ravnica Allegiance, so just going to be this. And let's go ahead and check out the deck. All right, so there you guys have it with Firesong Control, and super fun deck. I actually think that this played very well, except for not being able to find the Deafening Clarions. Risk Factor is kind of a funky card where we would like to be able to draw cards with it at times, but it also is a great way to gain some life with Firesong and Sunspeaker. So I think the 2 copies there is right. We can maybe even go down to 1 just to find like Chemist's Insight or something like that. Just other ways to make sure we are hitting our card draw. Opt is good. Revitalize is good. So we do have card draw in the deck. Maybe Dawn of Hope because we do have so many ways to gain life here. It also is just a way to kind of have consistent value out on the board. But if this was going to be a competitive deck, playing up against Esper Control, things like that, they just have so many things that remove artifacts and enchantments. Like everyone is playing that. So that's actually one of the good things about this deck is that at least for now, you know, War of the Spark is going to have lots of ways to remove planeswalkers, things like that. But Firesong and Sunspeaker, you know, it is pretty good. People will have a lot of removal for it, but it's a hard thing to remove through a lot of spells that are played right now. And it gives a lot of value for the turns after. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.